Hello everyone, welcome to another video today, and today I'd like to talk about how I learned or discovered about service dogs. So, you all know that I'm going to get a guide dog soon, and I'm in the process. So, today I'm just basically going to talk about how I learned about service dogs. And when I was little, I don't know how old I was. I don't remember, but so when I was little, my first form of service dog that I encountered was a guide dog, which was since I'm in the blind community, I can see why I ended up seeing that. So I was curious, like, how come that dog's here? Where you don't see dogs everywhere in this place. So luckily, she explained that this person who had her guide dog explained that that this is her guide dog. I am blind, but I need her for this. And that's when I pretty much learned like what a service dog is. I think my parents also educated me a little bit on it too. I don't really remember, but the next form of service dog that I found, the medical alert or mobility assistance, was a good friend of mine from a summer camp for people with disabilities that I went to in 2014. I'm not going to say her name for privacy, but she was in a wheelchair and she had like physical disabilities that she had a hard time moving her legs and arms. So she needed her dog to help her, like if she fell, like her dog would help her get up. If she dropped something, her dog would pick up stuff for her, and I wanted to know a little more. So she educated me a little bit on it, and I really appreciate that because now I know a little more. I knew a little more at that time. So what the person did was she had her dog give me the water bottle. She told me to drop it. I dropped it. Then he picked it up and just put it right in my hands. That's when I realized, like, wow, that is so cool that he could be trained like that. And yeah, like that was like my second form of service dog that I discovered. And then another one was also like a seizure alert dog. I never encountered someone actually, but I've seen videos on YouTube, but when I was younger, or from research, that they mitigated. What I actually meant to say was that a person with a seizure disorder who has a service dog, I noticed when the person passes out, the dog does like this thing called deep pressure therapy, where the person is laying on the ground and it helps calm the person down and their stress levels or heart rate when they come back out of the seizure and wake up. And also they stabilize them in a way to keep them from hurting themselves also. So I just thought it was really cool how just dogs can do stuff for people and help just give them an independent life. I found that really amazing. And growing up, like, I always loved dogs. I love dogs. I love them and they love me. I've been around family dogs, and they developed trust with me, and I did with them. And that's basically how my experience with dogs like made me as a person who loves dogs. And I like the concept of service dogs. I really do think it's an important dialogue or important subject to discuss and have with people, because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't really know what a service dog is. Maybe in a way, but not everybody though. And it's important that everybody educates one another. And I find that very helpful because I'm also being educated as I go through this process step by step. And I will definitely update you guys on my process as well. And like, I always wanted to be in a situation of having a guide dog or a service dog, and people were telling me, some handlers, they were telling me that it's a lot of work and it's a lot of skill you need to do in a big commitment. And I knew, but I didn't really know why, because to me, like, it was just fun. Because I was a kid, I was little, I didn't understand. But as I grown older, I've realized that what these service dogs, that they love to work. And I never thought about it that way until about 4 or 5 years ago. Now I realize like how serious it really is, and why training facilities, or maybe service dog owner training, is very serious too. And that's what basically helped me, as well as YouTube videos, helped me understand on how I want to navigate this world independently, and how, compared to my cane, it's basically how I chose I want to navigate the world in the long term. And it's all because of all these experiences I've had, and what I've understood and just researched with my family, friends, etc. It's helped me, give me a really good or better understanding of how these dogs help people like us, which I find that really great and amazing. I can't express that enough. But yeah, that's pretty much how I encountered a service dog handler, and what brought me up to now on why I want a guide dog for my life. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something new from this. If you found this interesting and you want to share it with people, please share it. We need to spread the awareness. It's important to educate. Comment, like, and subscribe, and have a great day and night, everyone. Bye. So one more thing I forgot to mention, there is a video I will link down in the description of where I went to this place called the Chicago Lighthouse for the Blind and Visually Impaired in 2017. And it was this little event where all of us all of us visually impaired people like came together and learned what it was like to have a guide dog, and what the commitment was, and just to be exposed to maybe ever consider it, which I really enjoyed. I'm very passionate about it. I really do think that these type of dogs, the training that goes into it, the work that you have to constantly do, it gave me a better, because of that, it also gave me a better feel of what it was like to have a guide dog, because they also gave us the opportunity to have the dog, have us hold the harness on the dog, and have the dog guide us around, and the trainer's helping us. And like I said, I'll link the video down in the description. So yeah, that's just a quick little thing I wanted to do before I end this video, to make sure I didn't leave anything out. Anyways, that's it.